ODF, and welcome back to another episode inside of ODF's Dogtastic World. You're probably wondering why this episode is only 10 minutes long. That's because it is 5:15 on Friday, and I've been sick today, and I do not want to spend a ridiculous amount of time doing this. Anyway, today I'm just going to be talking and filling in some of the holes around our kingdom here to make it look nice and pretty. And then, well, I guess that's my only aim for this episode. If we can get that done, we might have time to do some cleanup, by which I mean slap torches everywhere. But I'm only going to really spend 10 minutes doing this because I am tired, feeling ill, and I have a fever. But anyway, yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about today, so I'll just talk about books. Over the past few days, or weeks, some of you watching might notice that I have posted on my second channel, if any of you guys watched that. Owen Williams reviews, if you want to check it out. But anyway, on that channel, my first video back I did was all the books I read in January ranked, and I'm going to do one for February as well, because I really enjoyed making that video. And I have a bunch of books that I'm planning on reading in February. How many of these? Okay, that should be enough to probably cover up most of the holes in this kingdom. So I just want to cover them up to make sure we don't have like villagers falling in or mobs coming out of them. You know, all the classics. Death. But yeah, you see like this. Oh wait, we're gonna do this, aren't we? Yeah. Oh jeez. Hi there. Don't want any trouble, just wanna close you up. Oh, come on! Oh, jeez. You might want to be a bit more careful with this. The only reason I'm sorry. Though it's not working today. The main reason I got back into reading recently is because of... This is gonna go as well, yeah. This is Sean Chandler's recent video where he talked about all the books he read in 2017, which I think I will do at the end of this year. So far this year I have read 5 books, which I know isn't a lot and isn't great, but seeing as last year, in total I read about 13 books in my own time, I have read 3 books in my own time already, and not even through February yet. If you want to know what those books are, the books I had to read for school are the play, I cannot think of the name. It's the one about war, with Stanhope and Raleigh, and I have it on the floor, so 1 second. Okay, I have it here. It is Journey's End by R.C. Sheriff. I should not have known that I need that for school. Anyway. I enjoyed that, yeah. I feel like I'm going to go through all the books I read this year and review them. Which isn't the worst thing to do at this point. Yeah, I did enjoy that one. But, of course, school books can be a bit of a pain to read because I just want to get through them as fast as possible. Because I'm not the biggest fan of school-mandated reads. But, yeah, I enjoyed that one. The other one we had to read, which I think was probably better than that one, was A Refugee Boy. A lot of people in my class said that it was really poorly written. How I didn't find it poorly written in the slightest. I just found it, like, it's a bit of a slow burn at the beginning. But, oh crap. Even the computer's tired today. It's a bit of a slow burn at the beginning, but when you get further in, it gets like a roller coaster of emotions. Actually, we can hack the system a little bit here, can't we? Oh wait, now everything just... Okay, boot there. Is everything good? No, I've broken everything at this point. I think that's better. Anyway, yeah. A lot of people in my class didn't like it at all. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good book. Wouldn't say it was the best book ever, and of course, I could see some annoying things in the writing. It took me a while to finish, but I could definitely say that it was a good book. Those are the only 2 books we had to read for school. The next book I read was Hatchet I turned this straight up into a book review video, and I'm not even remotely sorry. Hatchet was a really interesting book, because I had a weird relationship with it. My dad has wanted me to read it for so long, and read it the first 50 pages a few times. It was only this year that I thought, okay, this is getting annoying, this might need to sit down and force my way through the book. It's 150 pages. Then I can tell everyone that I read it, I just didn't enjoy it. And after the first 50 pages, it gets so good. It is really exciting, really thrilling, it's really interesting. It's a book about this boy who's going on a plane ride to visit his mom, because his parents are divorced, and the plane crashes and he has to survive in the wilderness with nothing but a small hatchet. Hence the name of the book. And the beginning is pretty boring, but once you get past that, it is a really intense read. And that's what I really want to say about it, because I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, those are all the short-ish books I read this year. The next book that I finished was Born Survivors, which is a... here's finally another hole. Oh, we're gonna get a food. Did you just do my job for? No, not quite, but... Oh, hello, I'm going to cover you up. And I think this is fine, actually, we can deal with this. Let's just go... No open stone. That's not acceptable. That looks okay, right? Yeah, that looks fine. What was I? Born Survivors. Basically, it is a really long book. Well, I found it long. It's about 370-ish pages. It follows 3 mothers during the Second World War who were put in concentration camps, and they are all pregnant when they were put into concentration camps, and it follows them all trying to survive and not be caught out pregnant. It's probably the first real-life biography book that I've ever read from my own free will. And that's because we had one of the children of the mothers come... Wait, what the... I thought you were a parrot. I could see you turning red, but that was just damage. Okay. We had one of the mothers come to our school, and it was really interesting to talk to her, and... yeah, I really wanted to read this book after that experience, and the book is really good. It does get really sad at some points, of course, because it's World War II and all the concentration camps. But apart from that, it is... really, really good, and I really enjoyed the book. Took me a bit of time to get into it. Once I did, I did not regret it. And which leads us to our final book that I'm going to be talking about today, which was my favorite book that I've read this year, and probably one of my favorite books ever, Illuminati. The best way to describe Illuminati is Illuminati and zombies in space. It follows it's not in like normal book, which is the primary thing when you start reading it. It is stationed like a report. It's a report on a disaster that happens in the year 2352, I think. And this small ice mining planet, which was illegal, is attacked by this big corporation, and the corporation tries to kill them all. However, 2 ships escape, and on board the ships is our main character Casey and her ex-boyfriend Ezra. And the whole book is a case report, and it follows them around as they try to figure out what's going on, because there's some... is this another one? This one should be coming up now. And it's really interesting because the book shows... it like shows audio logs of them talking, just descriptions of everything happening at once in the book. At first I was going to put this book pretty low on like my list of my favorite books that I've read this year, but ooh, this is one of the things that I was looking for. Can you just like cover everything? No, you cannot. Okay. But the book is really, really intense. The first 2 like acts, or 2/3, I guess, are kind of confusing at some points. They can make you think that, does that really make sense, because you need to be focusing on it the entire time, and some of it can be quite boring and bogged down. But when you get to the final act, it is the I would say it's the most tension I've ever felt while reading a book. However, that award still goes to The Ask and the Answer, which is my third favourite book of all time. But the final act has plot twists, insane character development, and it is a really incredible book to read, and I would recommend it to basically anyone. Okay, now I'm caught up in telling you about these. I need to go get some more sandstone. Once we get that, I'll end this. Let's talk about The Ask and the Answer, which is part of a trilogy. A trilogy that it's my favourite book trilogy of all time. Okay, let's see, some bread. Let's get that bread. Basically, actually, no, I just want you guys to read that trilogy. If you don't read any of the books on here, you've got to read that trilogy because it is so good. But anyway, that's a bit taster for what's coming at the end of February. Of course, I will have hopefully read some other books. I got a few books for my birthday, which is why I haven't been as active on YouTube the past few days, because I've been reading books this whole time and enjoying my birthday with some friends. It's now the holidays. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I might just try to remain not as insanely active, maybe a bit more on the filming channel actually. But yeah, I think that'll just be it. Actually, it's getting dark. Okay, can I keep talking for the song without getting interrupted by myself? Let's see. Yeah. So I have a bunch of books on my reading list. I did the math earlier, and I think it rounds up to about 37 books that I'm planning on reading. And the next one, I have it right here, is Save the Cat by Blake Snyder, the last book on screenwriting that you'll ever need. I'm very excited to read this one because I'm going to reveal to you what my secret project was. Can you guess? That's right, I'm making my own feature-length movie. Of course, it's not a big budget movie, it's an indie movie. I don't even know what this big hole was. I think this is it here actually. And yeah, I'm just having a few of my friends act in it. And I've already written the first draft of the script. I'm going to rewrite it up on final draft relatively soon. And then I will be releasing the movie, which I'm going to keep quiet for, because don't want any of my friends to get, because a lot of my friends don't want to be shown on YouTube, but they're okay with being in the movie, and it's being promoted on YouTube, but they don't want people to know who they are. It's really confusing to phrase, but anyway, I'm going to end this video here. So it's a short one. I was glad I got to talk to you about that. I'm probably going to get down to reading this book, because I'm very excited to start reading it, but I hope you have a great day. I will see you all in the next episode, and ODF out. Goodbye.